So I need to really emphasize why this has been so bad. It all started with David Fox. You guys know him, the little computer science nerd who just eats all day and talks about money. My first boyfriend, the one I lost my V card to, he got a hot tip because I went back with Michael as David Hernandez. You all know what that means if you're awake. That means like a fire. That's where it began. God let him make that decision because Jim Carrey, Michael Jackson, Ed Sheeran, and the Mexican artist said no. He made it out of his jealousy. He's fucking jealousy, bro. That God has judges like that, I will never understand it. And of course, Kevin Hart said no as well, Michael's dad. They all said no. There's no way that they could have said yes. That wouldn't have gone through. He wouldn't have been able to get that. And we also had to remember the big aspect of the first time I get away from my dad and get my own apartment. When Marie, there's a little suicide meth head kitty cat. He starts being Mr. Prince of the Air and moving my phone without touching it. And I'm thinking he's an angel or God. He's putting smoke out of his fingers and all this shit. I'm like, oh my God. And then he brings Marcos and Kevin into it. They set up the suicide. Michael at that point was Kevin Laughlin, a little rapper who likes a Camaro and is having me sing a song about Romeo and Juliet. He already knows what's going to happen. Marcos is just there because Craig, Chris Korn, Aaron, basically anybody who did suicide, that's him, didn't want me. He was a part of Ed Sheeran, but the one who does the meth, not the marijuana, if you know what I mean. And it's done. It's totally done. He sets up the suicide by having me watch a movie about suicide. Well, not suicide, about hanging, called Slave. Like the next couple days after that, he commits a suicide. He puts rocks in front of my door in the shape of a heart. That's fucked up. Knowing he's going to put me in rocks. He tells Tupac, Kevin Laughlin, to marry me. And at this point, Laughlin is so pissed because he went to jail. He's so pissed because I told my dad that he gave me AIDS, which he did say he did. That's why when he was Michael right away, he's like, I gave you an STD. That's why he continues to do push-ups. He can't have grace about it. I'm just like, dude, I told you to leave my apartment for 2 hours. You wouldn't. I told him to escort you. I never told him to put you in jail. And then I had to get a restraining order to get your ass out. I could have kept you in there for what you did to me. For a year, I thought I was gonna have AIDS because they said it takes a while for it to show. Yes, you did tell me. And he kept singing "Go-Go Chasing Waterfalls" by TLC, and be like, "Do you know what that's about? AIDS." You didn't know what you were doing. So much so, you saw Outside Time, and you already had the band named Queen die of AIDS. I mean, look at how long have you been playing this? And then it's rock music. So since the 1960s, no one has any putting rocks, and I was just used to look really bad to raise up Jezebel Lilith, your queens, basically, and make you boss to the whole world and make me look like shit. Okay, cool. My only way out was going with Michael as my dad and taking that house. There's many things he could have done. He could have been like, no, Shri, I'm not going to sell that house. You have to check up on it every week or every month. Michael could have done the same thing and never, ever have met me. That the Mexican part of him is pissed because I broke a promise with Michael, right? Is that what it's about? I broke a promise. I went with Jacob, bro. I asked you for 2.5 years. You said no. Then I asked you permission to go with Jacob. I didn't break a promise. I was done waiting and being rejected. I asked you permission. You said yes. Even before I met you in Ashland, I sent you all the emails and highlighted them. So don't even go there. John Michael Niceman, I broke a promise. It's not broken when you break the promise of saying you're going to meet me for 2.5 years and you don't. I like how you have the same tattoo as Jacob on your hand. Is that all you have? But remember, let's go back to Marcos. You already made that decision. You took my dad away on Thanksgiving with, of course, John Michael. You put the rocks in front of my door. You set up the suicide. And then you gave me to Tupac, who, let's go back on it, has just vengeance and revenge for me and pissed off just because of who I am. I'm pissed off about the jail and the AIDS, and he can't let it go. Why do you think he wants to take me to jail? And when I met him as Michael right away, he's like, I gave you STD. Like, after waiting 3 years to be in love with him. And I'm like, do you think this is funny? It's just his revenge, vengeance side. There's different spirits in Michael. Not all of them are like that. Kevin Laughlin's the hardest to deal with. It's a nightmare. But yeah, so remember that. So for 16 years, Kevin Laughlin, Tupac, had control of everything. He was the one who would shake me and make me think it was God talking to me. There's a lot of things he did. Gave me visions and dreams to make me think my dad was Satan and confused me. A lot of shit. Set me up with certain jobs. He's able to do that, open and close certain doors. Because the Mexican at this point already didn't support me. Heath, aka Ed Sheeran, my grandpa Ernesto already didn't support me. My whole family basically didn't support me. That's why they all came together and drove like 3 days to give me a demon-infested, stupid-ass couch, which I'm sure Michael emphasized on that for that reason, correct? I know how you work. Are you gloating enough? Yeah, cool. Everybody came together and got a demon-infested couch that I slept on and took care of forever. I always wondered why they were going to drive 3 days for a $600 10-year-old couch. Oh, I get it. Got it. They love me. That's why. My dad could never forgive me about saying that he raped me. First off, why would I say something so embarrassing? Why would I leave my home where I'm nice and comfortable, not tell anybody? You're the one who told the family. Be hurt and be homeless. What am I gaining out of it? It's not like I took you to jail. It's not like I got money out of it. It's not like I was trying to ruin your reputation. I already told you and you don't believe me. I had a fucking vision. Like, it felt real. And now at this point, I'm able to distinguish like these, I don't even know what you call them, dreams/visions where you wake up and you think it's real and you can't distinguish it. I've had a couple of those. And at this point, I'm able to distinguish it. But my God, in the beginning, I wasn't. Or when I thought he was going to shoot me. And then I went to school. So that's kind of why my dad wants to rape me with a spear and why he wants to shoot me. That's the thing about him. He doesn't let it go, and he'll harbor it, magnify it, show it to the whole world, use it as an ability to do it to me times 20. That's the thing. Anyways. So, yeah, so we had to remember that. Please. Then we had to remember the suicide doer already wasn't on our side since I was like 10. So it was just me and my dad. But then the suicide doer had to ruin it right away. Once Michael leaves, here's stupid fucking Barry. Here's stupid fucking Aaron. Then they ruin our whole fucking marriage. So it's just like, what is your point? Why are you even here? Because me and Michael, without that suicide doer, would have been A-okay. We would have been fine. Why didn't he just stick to meth? But then I look at Michael, I'm like, you're the one who told him to do it. So you're surprised? It's so bad? Really? You asked for 2 heating cooling trucks. What the fuck were you expecting? You got rid of your best friend and you didn't even care, but now you do. Well, I don't have that much time. I guarantee you any second, I will go to the ground. And you'll never see me again. You'll never hear my voice. You'll never hear my smart mouth. Isn't this entertaining to you? What, do you want me to talk about the freaking, look at the weather? Do you want to talk about something that's real, that's happening while I'm awake and I've earned this discernment and wisdom? Well, I guess you can't earn it, but I definitely understand it and been through it. Even if it makes you look bad. You could say things that make me look bad. It is what it is. Truth is truth. I never said I was shiny and perfect. I've made mistakes. I'll admit them. But I know I kept a heart and grace. So that's what matters. So if you really want to save this marriage, you better freaking literally turn off Scalar because it's going to happen any second. And there's no going back. Once I fall to the ground, you'll never see me again. So if you want to throw it away instead of, like, I have your house, we have literally $3,000 as of $3,200 starting next month, every month for the rest of our lives. And then on top of that, I'm going to get a job. It's up to you. Like, time is ticking, Michael. I've been trying to tell you this for 2.5 years. I could feel the scalar. It is all the way up. Literally, it could happen within the day, within next month. It won't be until next month. Like, dude, do something. You already asked Jesus, who came with the dog, to do it. He laid on the ground. You asked, you shall receive. He got it done. The next place I lived, they all 3 did it. Little Ed Sheeran as Lexus, Buddha as part of you. Well, part of my dad. Well, part of you and my dad. And there's Shamar. They touched the furnace, then they all cried for like 2 months straight. You asked for it, Michael, you shall receive. You're getting rid of your best friend for a car? Like I just said, we're getting $3,200 a month. Do you need me to show you the receipts starting next month? I will. I have a counselor appointment on the 16th, and then on top of that, you have the bills all paid for life. What are you doing throwing this away? What is your problem? You want a car? You got it. You want a place? You got it. Literally think about it, and if you don't want it, you're the one throwing it away. Don't blame your dad. You are your dad.